If fake news is the buzzword in the journalistic world, from a motoring perspective, it has to be family face. Now, with all manufacturers dictating the same agenda, what we're left with is very little defining character or personality in a model lineup, especially amongst those brands that now literally have a car for every single number or letter of the alphabet. Can you just imagine how boring the Sandton Skyline would be if the city adopted the same design approach? The saving face for this design dilemma are brands like Hyundai. Because they have realistic gaps in their model lineup, their family pictures are more a celebration of resemblance than a case of Jerry. And as the flagship model for the brand, Hyundai's design DNA starts right here with the 4th generation Santa Fe. Wow. How beautiful is this front end? You know, for me, the Kona was a little bit too busy, whereas the Santa Fe has grown up. It's more sophisticated stylistically. I love the chrome detailing around the front end, that cascading grille, and obviously the composite headlights. Wow, draw your attention. And then when you get into the executive and the elite, that adds corner lighting to the headlamp. Nice. In profile, it's the bold character line running front to rear that defines its 4.7 meter length. Way better than the busy fluidic design DNA which characterized their previous models. This is clean, powerful, and will certainly age better. Chrome detailing around the windows denotes the executive and elite models, as do the 19-inch alloys, which there are 2 to choose from. The entry-level premium runs on 18 inches and there is a full-size spare. Looking at the rear of the Santa Fe, from certain angles, I actually see a lot of the Infiniti Q70, which isn't a bad thing because I love the look of that car. And as I'm sure you know by now, Santa Fe comes with a 3rd row, so it's a 7-seater. But I do suggest Hyundai steal from your sister company, Kia. Their configuration, the Sorento, that little mat that folds up, works way better. But what is telling, having a 7-seater, is how easy is it to access that 3rd row. And what Hyundai have done is introduced, it works really well, a one-touch button. Pop it, seat slides forward easily, and in you get. Very nice. Headroom for the passengers in the 3rd row has been increased by 22 millimeters, and there's also a convenient storage area for the tonneau cover. With the 3rd row folded away, the luggage area has been increased by 31 litres to 547 litres, and a very usable 1,625 litres when the 2nd row is folded flat, which is easily done with the push of a button. Increasing the overall dimensions as they have done is a real challenge when you're dealing with a considerable hulk of metal, but the Santa Fe is dynamic instead of dumpy. It's purposeful instead of plump. Good job. So there's nothing new to report in the engine department, because Hyundai have retained their tried and tested 2.2 litre CRD turbo diesel engine. It produces 142 kilowatts and 440 newton meters of torque. That torque figure is impressive. But what is new is that they've introduced an 8-speed auto transmission across the entire range, and this gives them broader gear ratio. So you really are getting the best performance out of that engine, and obviously it improves your efficiency as well. The overall drive and build quality, really good. There are no squeaks and rattles. The ride quality is fantastic, absorbing the bumps. It's exactly what you come to expect from a premium SUV. But where they've also spent a lot of work is on the things that I never want to test when I'm reviewing a car, and that is the safety. We recently reported on the Santa Fe's Euro NCAP crash tests, where it was given top marks. Its excellent 5-star rating was achieved thanks to a whole raft of active and passive safety features. The use of more high tensile steel, the most used in any Hyundai, as well as extensive hot stamping and enlarged well diameters, increased rigidity, absorbing high impact energy and minimizing distortion, and ultimately protecting the passengers. The executive and elite models get rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, which is a first for Hyundai. It not only warns the driver, but also applies the brakes. Blind spot detection is included, as well as safety exit assist, which temporarily locks the doors when detecting a vehicle approaching from behind. with a car that looks as good, there's obviously an expectation created from the interior experience. What is that going to be like? I can happily tell you, you're not going to be disappointed. It is amazing. I think the last time I was this excited about an interior was Peugeot's 388, because like what Hyundai have done here, they've used unusual materials, like the roof lining is different. There's a lot of floating surfaces. There's a bit of Jaguar XJ in the dash detailing. But what I love is the attention to detail. They've gone with a kite-like design. It's on the trim of the seats, and they've followed it through even to the speaker covers, and the storage binnacles have a non-slip surface that has that same design detail. It is beautiful. It is well appointed, well laid out. It's a beautiful premium experience.
The 7-inch touchscreen is a standard feature and has built-in navigation as well as smartphone connectivity for both Apple and Android devices. There are fast charge USB ports in the front and very conveniently 2 in the rear, as well as an auxiliary jack. There's also a rear camera which is integrated into the display. Cruise control, climate control, rear park assist and leather seats are also included standard. The Elite spec introduces this new 7-inch TFT color display at the center of the instrument cluster. Besides showing the usual driver information, it also gives you visual cues for your chosen drive mode. You also get front park assist, a panoramic sunroof, and front seats that are electronically adjusted, as well as having heating and cooling functionality. But come on, how hard would it be to add an automatic open-close feature for all of the windows?
You know, Hyundai are really trying to drive home their push for premium when the entry-level Santa Fe is called the premium. What I like is that the offering is kept very simple, with just one engine, one transmission, and 3 derivatives, with the Executive and the Elite the next in the pecking order. Pricing starts at 600,000, with our top spec Elite model setting you back 750,000 Rand. So it's only the top spec Elite that comes fitted with Hyundai's HTRAC all-wheel drive system. For me, not that important. What I'd like to have seen is a more eagerly priced 2-wheel drive Elite. That would have been hard to beat. But at the end of the day, the Santa Fe fits in any city, especially Sandton City.